Hello everybody, welcome back to Aniimo, the second closed beta test. So I had some time to play on my own since our last stream and figure some things out. So there've been some additional changes as well in the second beta test that they're testing out as far as gameplay loop goes than before. So now assessments, which are basically how I guess you could consider them almost like gym badges. They're exams I take in order to be able to tame higher level Aniimo and get my own Aniimo to a higher level. Those are called assessments, and you can only take them once a day. So yesterday when I ran into the issue of maxing out my Aniimo but couldn't figure out how to take my assessment, it wasn't because the game was bugged, it was just poor guidance on the part of the quest. It's because you can only do it once per reset as far as the closed beta goes. So, I definitely have to be on my toes to make sure I do that daily, because there is a number of quests you have to do between each run. So, that is an interesting way to drive engagement. Now, in the first closed beta, you could kind of blitz through the my brain is shutting down. You could kind of blitz through the leveling requirements, so you would get to a certain level and then you would take an assessment, you get to another level and then you would take an assessment, you get to the next level, you take an assessment, and you would very quickly reach essentially the max level that your Aniimos would be able to reach very, very quickly. So I think this is a way of just making sure people slow down, and if they want to continue playing, that they just explore the regions that they're leveled for. You can win under-leveled against certain alphas, but it's so extraordinarily slow that I haven't done it. I do remember in closed beta 1 though being able to do it. 1 second here. But I do remember in closed beta 1, I remember being able to do it to a degree. I just can't do it this time. So there is that. You can't cheese as much lower level stuff as before. And also there's this new homeland aspect. It was kind of around in closed beta 1, but it was extremely experimental. You didn't have to interact with it if you didn't want to. And I generally didn't, because I'm really bad with like homestead decoration and stuff in games. I don't know, I just can never figure out what to do with them. But the new homeland's actually very interesting, and it's tied to the concept of this RV that you are given. Yes, you are straight up given an RV by an inventor who wants to make sure the invention goes well. So, we're gonna go check that out right now, and you guys can see. I've actually made some progress on it already. My RV is level 3, I believe. And I'm working on getting to level 4, but it's gonna require a time investment and some careful management of automation, which, as we all know, I am very efficient with my resources. In case you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm. But let's go check it out. So you can access your homeland anytime once you have it. And the idea is that your homeland is within this RV. Hold on. Got some spunky doggos. Right. So, as I was saying, you get taken to this menu for your RV. This is the basic menu for your RV. As you progress your RV, you can potentially get new critters, like this Fentuft, Prismana Fentuft. It's you gotta reach level 6 for it. You park your RV at RV parks. That's where you see the outside of it. And then within your RV, there is a fold space that is known as your homeland, aka player housing, to the best of the way I can describe it. And I was frustrated at first. So you can see my report over here. I was away for 4 hours and 55 minutes, and this is what my base produced in the meantime. And I'm going to explain what that means. So you can see that my base is a little bit built out. But when you first start, all you have are 2 of these fields. And you can't really put your Aniimo to work anywhere, so you have to grind some wheat and stuff. And it was very sluggish. But eventually I grinded enough wheat to fill one of these orders here, which gives you these home coins and some progress. And as I followed the quest line, because this is all tied to quests as you progress, I was able to do more and more things, with level 2 letting me be able to add Aniimo to the homestead. And so the Aniimo can help you depending on what they can do, and I'll show you the management space here. So this is the distribution of abilities I have. As you can see, I have at least one of almost everything except a light Aniimo and a dewy who can work in perfumery, but I don't have anything related to perfumery yet. So we're not doing that yet. But your Aniimo, depending on their skills, can help you fulfill certain things. I'm out of seeds, so I'm gonna buy some for them. And potatoes. Always need more potatoes. We'll do 10 more sugarcane. 10 more rice, because I don't know where we're at with that. Cool. Oh, I don't have seeds either for that. But anyways, depending on what your Aniimo skills are, they'll do different things. So my Glacie, I believe it's called here, they are a water type Aniimo, and their skills allow them to water crops as they grow. The Flutter Nim uses the carousel mill to grind my wheat into flour. This automatically picks up certain items. I can't remember exactly how it goes. I think the Aniimo take things to this, and then it goes into storage. This is a woodland plot, so I grow trees on here for wood or other things. So this was like a chestnut tree to get chestnuts. And then of course we have mineral piles that are mined for different things. So we're gonna put this one for stone. And we need more ground type Aniimos to mine those. Dark type Aniimos are good for harvesting. That's why you see the Celestis hanging around the garden so much. Ground type Aniimos are good for mining. And so on and so forth. There are harvesting types as well. There are certain types that are specific to management. And you can see, again, my spread here. So, homeland abilities. He's lightning level 1. Lightning type Aniimo specialize in manipulating electricity. Crafting level 1. Crafty Aniimo create furniture, appearance items, and other goods for your home. And then there's also these kinds of abilities that are not necessarily crafting related. Carrying level 1. When a facility reaches its storage capacity, Aniimo skilled in transporting can move the extra products to the warehouse. And then fire type Aniimo specialize in cooking and supplying heat. So, depending on what you need, your Aniimo spread will vary. But the reason I bring the homeland up and why we're even grinding this, like, why am I doing this when I didn't want to interact with it before? It's because it is a part of the trial for the closed beta. So, for those that got into the closed beta test, and I have to leave here to show you. We're at an RV park. This is where your RV stays while you go adventuring. And people can check out your RV park. You can decorate the outside here if you wanted to. And all sorts of stuff. So basically just a place to show off your decorations. But anyways, the reason I need to upgrade the RV is because the journey of trial. This is tasks that the beta testers have to get through. If they want to get through, they can, in order to win certain prizes. If you complete all 16 of them, you get a special trophy majiggy that you get to keep or I guess redeem for something in the game's release. This game is about catching critters, Kingsman. It's a game about catching critters named Aniimo and exploring and filling out your Aniimo log or Anilog, whatever it's called. I'm not familiar with Genshin Impact, but it's a very... The term for the genre, I guess, would be critter catcher. So this is more like an open world survival critter catcher sort of thing. It's fun though, I like it. Anyways, yeah, so we gotta work on Journey of Trial, and while I don't think I'll have a problem with the Anilog filling 140 Aniimo, it sounds like a lot, but it didn't feel like a lot last time. I doubt it's gonna feel like a lot this time. I'm going to unlock Sparkling Branch anyways because I want to try to get more Sparkling Aniimo. It's the RV and defeating the challenge training level that has me Concernicus, because I think the farthest I ever got on Hollow Battle Sims last time, I'm pretty sure was normal. I'm not sure I ever beat hard. And so I have no idea what challenge will be like. Probably even worse. But the RV is going to take time to grind, because I finished all the other objectives to get to level 4, except earning 40,000 home coins. So that's a bit excessive, and it's going to take me some time to do. But there's only so much you can speed through on your homeland. So unlike the overworld, where you're busy catching Aniimo and having battles and leveling up that way, in your homeland, that's all... Ideally, you're automating it, right? So once you get past the first level, you have automation systems. But that's all waiting. And so... question is, did you guys finish a sugarcane for this? Okay, so only 10 sugarcane. So I'm guessing only 1 sugarcane per plot? That would be most unfortunate. Alright. So anything you mine for... let me actually try refreshing this a little bit. Ooh, emergency. Or potatoes. That does sound pretty good. Anything you take care of gets added to your homeland warehouse. And you can add more stuff with your... you can add more stuff from your backpack as you find it. There was supposed to be a way to store these things super fast. Ah, there's the button. But it's a little buggy, so it comes in and out. Anyway, stuff you make on your homeland, you can sell at the grocery store. It's not gonna be very fantastic, but it's gonna be something. So that is a way to take care of your materials. Sorry, I keep spacing out. So raw wheat sells for 1 coin. Wheat meal sells for 150 coins. I might want to keep it even just to have food for the Aniimo. So let's check here. Okay, so they got about 22 hours of food. I'm gonna take... oh, it'll ruin the food if I take it out too early. My bad, my bad. How much food energy is this? I don't know. Oh, it's some old curses are still there. Fitting. Alright. Well, don't spend on those because they don't work. I'll try to get those cleared out next time. Alrighty. What was I doing? Alright. So to level up my RV, I have to put Pathfinder tiles. Or my Pathfinder title needs to reach grade 2, which I did today. I have to wait till tomorrow to get grade 3. I gotta place 8 fields, place 3 plots of woodland, place 2 mineral piles, and then complete Let's Go Explore Part 1, which we did. So, now I need these materials, which I have, and also 40,000 coin. It's a lot of coin. The best way to get coins is, in my opinion, that I've discovered so far, these emergencies. If you have just the amount of materials they need, then it just pays really well. But let me see here. Let's change this to potato. I do need more potato. Oh, this is already potato. I'm gonna change this one to potato. I need to get another earth Aniimo. Because I only have one and I have mines and reclaiming requires sewing as well, but I'm working on evolving some Aniimo to help with that. Which brings me to the next thing. You're not gonna get far on your homeland without plenty of Aniimo to mess with, because if your Aniimo are here, they're not gonna be with you out there. And vice versa. If they're outside, they're not gonna be here. Gonna chestnuts. We'll buy 11 more of the rice and sugarcane because I think it only does so much. I still got plenty of potato seeds. Cool. Alright. Let's get out there. Get ourselves some high level Aniimo. And hopefully fill out the homeland with all the missing quirks. Alright. As you go around the world, you're gonna find these RV parks. I've activated a couple already. But in the meantime, I have been filling out catch collections. So I was working actually on Nimbus fields. Alright, so they disabled Prismana Flow, so this is just representing Prismana Celestis. We're not going to see that one. This one just appears. This one only appears in the rain. This one only appears in the rain. Okay. Cool. And we should be able to check the weather. So looks like there will be a thunderstorm. 4200 hours, which I believe is server time. But yeah, rain tomorrow, very early tomorrow. Oh no, that's the same time as mine. So I guess it's localized time for me. Maybe I just got lucky. So we can expect this at, what, 10? Pretty sure that's 10 o'clock. Alright, good to know. In the meantime, we'll go to Beastfang Ridge because there is an Inferlupa there that should be able to be spoken to now. We have waited the requisite day. Let's go ahead and change to nighttime. There's the Ember Pup that smells nice. Maybe the Inferlupa will have something different to say. Oh! Spirit Link Inferlupa restrained. The Spirit Link of Inferlupa restrained. Its fighting spirit has been rekindled. It was a legend among flame roughs once upon a time, known as the glorious undefeated warrior, after remaining undefeated after 100 fights. However, Icho broke its winning streak and shattered its fighting spirit. It stubbornly challenged Icho over and over again, only to have its defeats pile up. Its fear of failure formed a thick layer of dust, and it was unwilling to confront its past, yet unable to ignite its fighting spirit, until it became an Inferlupa. Oh, you're here again. I'm different than that other guy. I actually like to see you. What happened to Inferlupa's sense of self? Oh, so it's just closed itself off. The fragile spirit wants to fight again, but also worries about losing again and being unable to face its daughter. I heard you talking about the undefeated warrior. Ah, undefeated warrior. I haven't heard that name in such a long time. The undefeated warrior is long gone. It was defeated a long time ago. Now it should be called the defeated warrior. Are you the undefeated warrior? Well, actually, it's right here. It's the one who deserves such a childish nickname. What do you mean, defeated warrior? It was just trying to embarrass me. It wasn't wrong. I challenged Icho 100 times, and lost 100 times, and I gave up for good. But after hearing what the Ember Pup said, I suddenly realized, what's the big deal? Some battles you win, some battles you lose. Even if you defeat me again, I'll just be the defeated warrior +1. I'd still be ashamed of losing 100 times, but honestly, one more defeat wouldn't make much a difference. I think I'm ready for my 102nd defeat. I even look forward to the next fight since I know my next victory is somewhere up ahead. Just like what it said, the meaning of fists is to bring the next victory. Okay. So that's more of the same. Skip that. Okay. So he still doesn't want to fight, but he's saying he does. Kind of happened yesterday. I really do hope they sort of make the progression a bit clearer there. You guys want to talk? No? Cool. What does, wonder if there's something in the log, maybe? Because I can't get the Ember Pup that smells nice home without this being done. Wait until tomorrow evening, seriously? Okay, so yeah, this one is time gated. So we've already done that as much as we can. Ember Pup that smells nice is not interactable as long as Warrior is still going. Alright. So we gotta do other stuff. I guess that's that. Already got through the promotional stuff. I finished most of my catching requirements for Beast Fang. So I'm at 80%, which means I can cultivate the area, which is all I really need. I never could find the Hummin. People say they exist, but I have yet to see them. I ran very systematically through all of this, trying to find a single humming. And I swear to God, they don't exist here. For now, we'll go to Echoback Landing and start catch progress over there because I need more Aniimo. Aniimo's caught. Where'd the music go? He's a Burrow. He's gone. What about you? There you go. And now this thing, I used to sneak up behind. Try to catch it that way. See if I can still do that. Alright, we couldn't, but that's okay. There we go! Hubster Beach form. Probably be pretty helpful for the homestead. Now there are also some Aniimo evolutions that are locked for me right now because I haven't done related quests. There's a good number of quests in this game, even in closed beta 1 there was a decent amount of them. Dude, you look kind of funky. I think if I use this guy. go. Added that to the Anilog. Whoa, that's a big crab over there. I don't want to see. Is it an alpha? Oh, it's a shrub claw. It's just very huge. Whoa. A Geon unit. What's that mean? I guess I can't. Because I can't catch something that big. Oh, that's how I unlocked that evolution. Get a few of those guys. Some of those. So these guys were called Auties the first time. Now they're called Susuta. No, I don't really know the reasoning for the different name. Okay, there we go. Got the panda form. Activate the Lumiere. I really don't know what happened to the music. It just suddenly all died. Makes me sad because the music is one of the best parts of this game. Alright, so I remember this quest, which is why I skipped through it. Basically, this artist wants to capture the essence of the scene. And in order to do that, he needs to see Echobacks. And in order to see those, you need to attack these Echoback crystals. There we go. But yeah, Echobacks, I guess, come here to die or something. Like an Echoback graveyard, and then they become Echo Knights. And that's what we're hitting. We're hitting those Echo Knights to make noise. Yay! Trying to see if I do different things, if the music will come back. So the music is still here. At least in the sanctum, I guess. Wine with Popota. And then press space to leap over the water. Okay. Almost didn't make it. Hopefully this works. Yay! The music's back! Thank goodness. Worth. Alright, let's go talk to that artist again. Okay, he's gone. Is... called Symphony of Reunion because the Echoback souls found one another again. So cute. Oh, it's Dr. Glass. I was like, why is the Susuto wearing a hat? He's gone! Yeah, I am trying to brute force it. And it worked, so I'll take it. Shelly, Sheldon, and then Shiro is the evolution of them, which I think already hatched, so I think I can already use it. Alright, to get this Luminamber, I need to become The Shelly. Wrong Shelly. This Shelly. There we go. Where'd it go? Where's the amber? Did they just give it to me? Oh, I sure hope they did. Alright. So we got Shellys, we got Susutas. What else is there to catch here? What does that mean? What does it mean when they have the little person? I don't know what that means. Like, I caught the Aniimo. I caught them. You guys saw it. I have proof. I did catch them. That's the Prisman, huh? I caught this guy too. Unless... No, it's not on that catch collection. How dare you, sir? We have to look at my Anilog? Hey! Now is it there? Nope. No idea then. But there's a quest that needs to be done here for the Sharrows, I believe. I also need to go down here. Guess I just never went southwest. Ooh, impressive. For whatever reason, this Aniimo doesn't have a... What do you call it? A super? I know the Glinsera has just a typical Glinsera super, but I guess Dark type Fenrir doesn't get it until it's all grown up. Here I was like, what'd I miss? Alright, let's go to the branch. The branch. Okay. 7 more and we'll get more stamina, and then 22 more and we'll unlock Prismana Radiance. It's when you can summon a Prismana Flow to get one of the rare variants of critters. let's go and submit a report. Then we'll go to the homestead because I need to see if any of the new Aniimo I got. Oh. A perfect hummin. How exciting. This is a perfect hummin even mean. What are your stats, boy? Okay, it's HP and regen, I guess. Okay. Don't really care about that, actually. So, I guess I'll save that for if somebody really likes hummin. Or the event ends. That was a nice thing towards the end of the event. Everybody was just like, ah, we already did everything we could. If anybody has a critter they want to save for the future, I have these. And everybody was trading Aniimo to seal for the next time, so it was really cute, very sweet. Alright, let's go to the homeland. The shrub claw, I think, is what I need. Yes. Shrub claw instead of this, because I don't need that much help reaping. Okay. I think that's all I need right now. I need to go fight a blazon before I can get a blazon in here. Obviously, the more evolved a Aniimo is, the more it can do to help. There you go, he's mining away. Everybody's working, that's good. Excelente. I need more potatoes. They are currently being grown. Why not change these? I thought I did. This potato? No, this is wheat. Is this potato? Move, Aniimo! No, it's wheat. What the heck? You should be potato. There we go. The rest of it can be wheat, I guess. And then we got tons of eggs, so put this one here. Goodness. Alright. So I believe I have a certain amount of value provided by my materials. The question is... where is that value in? 'Cause it sure as heck ain't here. Potatoes are 5,390 energy. Sugarcane is 6,800. Chestnuts, though, are 10,500. And that might be the ticket. Chestnuts so far have the most benefit as far as food goes. Let me see in the storage crate. Okay. Question is, I made so much money while I was away, apparently, but I don't know where that money is. I'm still not perfect at the whole homeland thing. I don't know where that value they said I'm getting is going towards. If it's a total amount of materials, then I feel like I should be seeing some of that. At least in the home coin sale. But I genuinely feel like I'm not. That's 11,000. That's that. Who knows? Sure. Let me see if I can build anything to help with item production. Anipod maker, that's already done. Dance pad polisher. While the Aniimo dances freely, they continuously absorb electricity released with each step and synthesize energy minerals through electrolysis. When the RV is upgraded to level 5, it can switch to electricity mode. Okay. Already got that. Crafting table. Workbench that can store various small tools, allowing you to bring your creativity to life with your own hands. And a jukebox dryer. Aniimo can't tell time, but they love balloons dancing in the warm wind, are fascinated by tunes from a record player, and could watch products slowly drying behind glass all day. Okay. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Wonder if... No, I guess not. Well, Oh, I forgot to get the RV park over there. Oops. Alright, well. Let's do a hollow battle training, because I need to do these anyways. Gonna do... Oh, I can't do normal! How dare! To get to level 39? I can't do that right now. I am at max level. At least until we get our next, what we call it? Reset. And that won't be till midnight for me, so... The heck? Energy draining zone? That explains why the irisols and irises all chose to gather around here. But the place Beanie warned us about, and where Snowy identified, has become completely gray and white, like it's withered. Yes, many years ago the vein was once broken in this place. Its energy drained and everything withered and turned white like this. Bloomville was also devastated. Without energy and colors, there wouldn't be any flowers or Aniimo, so Bloomville couldn't craft any perfumes. Not only that, have you heard of color deficiency syndrome? It was more than 100 years ago. The vein broke, the land lost its colors, and everything became white. All newborns on the withered land suffered from color deficiency syndrome. They were born weak and without the knowledge of colors. Blindness, albinism, and then on the withered land, the magnificent Irisalis Irelia showed up. Her colors and fragrance shined upon the land like a rainbow, bringing vitality back to the withered land. The land was saved and turned into a sea of flowers, including Bloomville. To thank Irelia, Bloomville holds the festival every 10 years when she wakes up, and this year is the 100th year. Jaeger told me that before the Bloom Festival, the ceremony of Bloomville was meant to worship the Aeon of Zephyr Coast. Aeon, you mean the statue in the village? Yes, but nowadays people only remember the Bloom Festival. I learned about that since I was preparing for hosting the ceremony and Jaeger taught me about it. Maybe a powerful Aniimo that actually shows up every 10 years is more practical than an illusory Aeon. Well, 10 years is also a long time. Someone used to mention to me that the energy drain becomes more obvious as it comes close to the end of each 10 years. But I never expected to see this in the Sea of Flowers, where Irelia wielded her power. Wait, in that case, is it possible that the failed ceremony is the prelude of that disaster all over again? Yes, that's why people who actually have a clue should be quite panicked. Anyway, our priority is to visit Veluria. The guiding incense needs to be made with special procedures. Let me do it. First iris is pollen. I'll use snowies for mine. For you guys, we add the pollen of the irisol. I wonder why the sound all disappeared again. Then we mix them up carefully to make the colors brighter. Now distill, blend, and done. A magnificent and complex fragrance, more than enough to make Lumenfly Valley open its doors to us. Let's go! Now I gotta get to grade 3 before I can continue, which I can't do until reset, so I guess that's that. And the funny thing is, I have a little gift to pick up here because there was a mission to finish that particular story quest, but I can't because you don't have to finish all the missions to get to the assessment which while is great in practice, I have no complaints about that, should also just disable the ability to get the notification for now. If I can't access the mission, or if you want to continue to reward the mission, which is fine too, make me able to claim it after I reached assessment level. That is an option. Alright, let's catch this guy. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Little bud squires are so cute. Not my favorite, but I can see the appeal. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them down here. Got a bunch of bud squires to add. And a thorn blade to help out around. Should cover most situations. Nighttime form of Flutter Nim. What else could we do? So we gotta fill out the catching log. Not seen Skippy so far. I have seen the Hummins and I thought I caught them. I caught Bud Squire just now. And Thornblade, but it doesn't seem to be recording things properly, so... Oops. I guess we're not filling out our catching dictionary. That is unfortunate. Got that investigation done. Okay. 50 different forms of Aniimo done. Next is 80. I can't see the individual rewards. I just realized that because the reward I got did not match the box. But the box I only got after I finished a row. And so... Add when cultivating a branch to increase the chance of sparkling Aniimo. Okay. That's a new item. That's pretty cool. Okay. I think that area was genuinely supposed to be white, and it's not, so that's probably a visual bug, but there's been a ton of those so far. Their visuals are getting a little wonky. Alright. We need to head to the Blitzwood. Because that's where the Blazon is, and I need to evolve the little foxy guys. I think he fell through the map. I don't know where that guy went. See, I don't know what this person thing means. There's no real description for that. So hopefully a future guide will include information. Seriously? These little guys keep getting in the way. Whoops, was that not supposed to go that way? My bad. Oh, I see. I see. I understand it now. Okay, Luna, you are crushing my legs. That done? There he is! Boy, I came here to fight. Lord. You're tougher than I remembered. Sorry, I got interrupted by a call and I had to kind of get out of there. Not really strong enough as is to deal with the blazing. But there's not much I can do about that. It's really crazy how much of a difference 3 levels makes. Like, the scaling is pretty crazy. That's okay. I think we're finally reaching what I can do for a day. Short of, you know, filling out my Anilog, but the problem with the Anilog is 100% that I can't, it doesn't seem to register what I'm catching half the time. Like, what? I don't know what this means. Don't know what all this means. I haven't caught these. I'm gonna assume this means like a friend has caught some of these, but I haven't seen them. I haven't even fought them. My collection progress is 0 despite very clearly catching some bolties. It is unlikely that I'll make much headway there, but as long as the analog itself is working for the purposes of the challenge, I should be alright. Yeah, so this is still counting correctly. So as long as that's counting correctly, that's really all that matters, I think. Let's go ahead and get this Lumen Amber. OT? Forgot what this one was about. I think I had to like look at something. It's working. Aha! Oh. I wonder if I have to go farther. Oh, it's fading with distance, so... Not what I meant to do. Sorry, Bolties. I know I just kind of nuked you out of nowhere. Constantly press the wrong keys. So, question therefore becomes, what does this want from me? It almost looks like I need to look at it from a higher angle, but then it was kind of triggering from below. I don't know for sure. You see, there it goes. Goes. And then it cools down. Well, we'll not worry about that for now. As much as I want the Lumen Amber, that cliff marking is very mysterious. bad. Right. Forgot to turn that on. We'll need that later. Illuminator. Oh, excuse me. There we go. That one. And we got the teleportation up, so that's double good. Need to get back here and get that RV park activated. Okay, good. Yeah, Amber! Now we're at the beach. Just making sure of what I want to pursue in a bit. But I think we've gotten as far as we're going, short of me just continuing to catch a bunch of Aniimo. Which is, I can do anytime, but I'm clearly locked in on the whole home coins thing. 40,000 house coins to get to this level 4. Yeesh. Alright, well that's gonna be it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try to stream this a bit more often while the beta's going on, since we only have the 2 weeks, obviously. And keep you up to date on the progress of my trial. If you want to keep track of Aniimo and the progress it makes, I highly recommend checking out the website. I do believe they have a newsletter there that you can sign up for, or joining their Discord, see if you can get lucky for a second beta pass. I think I heard they were giving away some, so you could give it a try. But don't quote me. Okay, thank you guys so much. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!